Hello again, welcome back to the Dales Countryside Museum. We're still looking at World War II rationing recipes, and today we're going to look at making a chocolate spread for your sandwiches. Obviously we've got the problem of we've only got what's available to us. We haven't got any rationing vouchers left, and our rationing books we've used up for today. So we're going to use what we've got. We're lucky because we're living in the countryside, we've got our own cows and we've made our own butter. So we're going to use butter in this recipe, but if you lived in the town, people would perhaps use margarine. So we've got 25 grams of butter in a bowl here, and that would be equivalent to half of an adult's ration of butter for the whole week. So we're going to have to make it last to quite a lot of sandwiches. We won't be spreading it too thickly, I don't think. Into this, we're going to add some coffee granules. So I've got a teaspoon of coffee granules. I'm going to put in there in a jug because we need to melt it with some hot water. I'm going to use a tablespoon of cocoa powder. That's going to give us the chocolate taste. Now we could use sugar, but we're going to use golden syrup for this recipe. We're going to put a tablespoon of golden syrup into our bowl here. Because again, this is not using our sugar ration up and goes quite a long way. It makes everything sticky and is really sweet. So this would be a nice special occasion sandwich, a bit like the banana sandwiches we made earlier. Right, so into our coffee and our cocoa powder, I'm going to add a little bit of hot water. Adults to help you, we're grown up to help you with this. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons water, see how that goes. Want to mix it into a paste. A tiny little bit more. We don't want to make it too runny, but then we don't want it to be too dry either. Right, so that has made a sort of drop more water, I think. Back. That's made quite a thick paste. Cocoa and the coffee powder. It sort of dissolved the coffee, which is what we wanted. We're now going to scrape that into our butter and golden syrup mixture. Too much mess. And this isn't going to be quite like Nutella, but it's not going to be too bad. Should be nice and sweet, make a tasty sandwich. Right, so now we're going to mix in the butter and the mixture of cocoa, coffee and golden syrup. I think this should make quite a lot of sandwiches. So I think it would be great if you're going to try and have a rationing party. Maybe you could do something like sandwiches to welcome newly evacuated children to your area or something like that. I'm sure the ladies in the village would have put on a party or something to give the children to eat when they come on their long train journey when they were evacuated to the Yorkshire Dales. Lots of children came all the way from Sunderland and Teesside to the Yorkshire Dales because we were a safer place to live during the bombing and things. And they would arrive on the train on their own and be collected and then went to live in houses with other people. So a very hard thing to think of is to live such a long time away from your parents, especially when there's no telephones or video calling or anything like that. Right, so there's our chocolate spread. Here's our sandwiches we made earlier, banana sandwiches we made earlier. I don't think we're going to really need to butter these because this spread is quite runny. So I think we could just spread it on like that. It smells really nice. It smells really chocolatey. I think it should be sweet and quite tasty. There we go. Let's cut this up here. And again, most of these things that are in this recipe are all things that you from your store cupboard. You don't need to buy them very often. You keep them on your shelves. And then when you needed to make a sandwich that was sweet for a special occasion, you could make a chocolate spread sandwich. There, that looks quite good. And again, you could do taste testing with that, couldn't you? We've got our plate here of World War II rationing sandwiches, and you could perhaps have a go at making a plate of Nutella and banana sandwiches like this and have a taste testing and see what you thought tasted the best. Good luck. I hope you have a go. Thank you. Bye-bye.